So I just finished episode 5 of The Last of Us, and I'm not, first of all, I'm not as pissed off as I was last week. Last week, I was pretty fucking pissed. If you guys saw that review, I was just angry. I was mind blown by the stupidity of what those last 10 minutes in specific were. The rest of the episode, the rest of the show was bearable. I enjoyed some of it. I've been honest about what I've enjoyed about the series so far, season 2 in particular. But those 10 minutes just... they killed me. As for episode 5, everything kind of went according to plan. It was fine. I mean, I wasn't completely mind blown by anything. I will say that one of my favorite things about the series, one of my favorite things every episode is the environment. I mean, I love the music, first of all. I think the music in The Last of Us, in the video game and in the TV show, is just amazing. The video game's music is one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard, and I love hearing it every single time in the intro. It just kind of gets me in the mood. And then for the environments, I mean, the environments, they look so beautiful. I mean, they look straight out of the video game. It looks ripped off of the video game screen onto the TV screen. It looks so good, and I love kind of seeing that. I love seeing Seattle. I love seeing the thunderstorms, the overgrown grass. The infected look so savage and they're crazy. I mean, it's really, really good in that sense. The acting and the story revolved around Dina and Ellie quite a bit in this episode, and Dina and Ellie kind of continue their adventures in Seattle. These are the romantic and funny comedic adventures of Ellie and Dina, because that's what it felt. I mean, one of the first shots that we get is Dina mapping something out because they're about to head out to look for the hospital potentially where Nora might be. And so Ellie enters the room and she's all jolly and happy. Jolly and happy Ellie again. Nothing changed. There's no urgency to Ellie, and I say this, I mean, you heard me say this last week, I'm saying it this week, and I'm probably gonna say it next week if I'm still fucking alive. No urgency to her character, no urgency in her words. It's like she's just having an adventure with Dina. She goes in there and she kind of wants to help Dina, but Dina basically tells her that she's too dumb to help her. Basically, she just said, hey, like, what I'm doing is difficult and you probably won't be able to understand it, and or you won't be able to help. And that was a prevalent theme that I noticed throughout the episode. It was Ellie kind of just being told that she wasn't smart enough to do something or being underestimated. But the problem is that that's been Ellie's character throughout this season. To be honest, I've seen Dina more prepared. I've seen Dina do the planning. I've seen Dina do the mapping. I've seen Dina lead. I've seen Dina tell Ellie, hey, go here. Hey, go there. Hey, be quiet. Hey, don't fire your gun. I mean, there was a sequence or an exchange between the two where Dina is telling Ellie, don't shoot. If something happens, put your gun away and run away. And I'm feeling like, well, this seems like Dina's just telling Ellie what to do. And Ellie can't think for herself. Ellie can't make decisions. Ellie can't... Where are the survival skills that she learned with Joel? Where are the survival skills that she's learned in the years that she's been in Jackson? You know, working with Tommy, working with Jesse, going out on patrols. Where's that experience? Where's that survival instinct? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gone. From Ellie, it's gone. Ellie is honestly just a shadow of her former self. And by former self, I mean video game Ellie. And I'll just leave it at that. Like, I'm not going to critique it too much or bitch and cry about it. Oh my God, she's just not like the Ellie we know, and whatever. Like, I'm still watching the show. If it was such a big deal, then I guess I just wouldn't watch the show anymore. But honestly, for some reason, I keep coming back. Maybe it's the environments, maybe it's the music, maybe it's because I'm curious to see what happens next. Maybe it's because I love The Last of Us so much that I just want to see it no matter how disappointed I am every damn week. So yeah, Ellie just was kind of shown to be an idiot most of this episode. And I'm going to touch on something that I really dislike in terms of how lighthearted it is in some areas, and then how gruesome it can get in other areas, and then how am I supposed to buy that Ellie is really angry by the end of the episode? How am I going to buy that she's angry when she's all jolly and happy at the beginning? So it's just pacing issues. I think maybe the season would have benefited from slower build up to things by maybe having more episodes so you can expand and flesh out scenes and flesh out moments and flesh out the day. I mean, all the episodes kind of feel a little bit rushed. Ellie and Dina panics again when they see a bunch of clickers and infected. I mean, they panic, which, I mean, put me in that situation and I'm shitting myself. So it's like, yeah, you can judge and say, oh, they're panicking, but like, I'd panic too. But the difference is that Ellie is Ellie. and we know who Ellie is, and Ellie should be able to whoop their ass, kill a couple of them, not be so scared of them. And it's not. Every time they run into any type of issue or problem, they look scared as shit. They look like they don't know what they're about to do or what's about to happen. And they end up in this, like, I don't know, like electric room cellar type thing, and there's a bunch of infected. They get overrun, and Ellie's like, we have to do something. You go over there, I'll cover you. And then Dina is like, oh my god. And then they kiss, and then they run and separate. Which, again, there's the theme. I mean, is there time for a kiss there? Like, is there? I don't know. Like, that's what you're thinking of? There was also a scene a few minutes before that where Dina's like, and that's one of the reasons that I love you. And then Ellie was like, you love me? And then I'm like, oh my god. What the fuck are we doing? Like I said, I wasn't going to get mad like last week, but what are we doing? So whatever. I don't care. It was odd because it didn't necessarily feel like that's what you would be talking about in that moment of tension, in that moment of we got to be watching our back and hearing what's going on. I don't think you'd be worried about that, Ellie. I really don't. But whatever. We move on. They got overrun. They started getting attacked. And as they're about to die, basically, because Dina's about to get attacked and Ellie is like overrun by zombies. I think she has like 4 infected on her. Someone comes in and starts blasting pop, 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 pop with an AR. And I'm like, yo. He cleared the room. Badass. Who was it? It was Jesse. It was the real dad. It was the real papa. He pulled up on them. And honestly, look, you guys, for the crazy people out there that was insulting me last week over bullshit, I know you're going to say some dumb shit about this, but like, I loved Jesse in the game. I said it last week, I've said it this week. So much wasted potential on that particular character. But Jesse seems even cooler, bigger, more savage, more mature, more badass, more experienced in the show, even though I've only seen a little bit of him. I mean, in the game, Ellie looks a decent height, and so she doesn't look like towered over by Jesse. Jesse's taller, obviously, but Ellie still kind of has a good height on her. Bella Ramsey and the girl who plays Dina, I forget her name right now, Isabel, I think they're like probably 5'2", 5'3". I don't know how tall the actor that plays Jesse is, but I would assume that he's about 5'10" to 6 foot because he looks massive. So he looks huge, like tall. And he looks very tall compared to Bella Ramsey and Isabel, who play Ellie and Dina. So he just looks like an adult. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a grown-up. And when Jesse came in, I thought to myself, oh, the adult is in the room and he's about to teach them how to get shit done. And to be honest, yeah, I mean, he helped them get up. He ordered them, let's get the hell out of here. They followed him, and Ellie's over there trying to talk like, we had this shit covered. And then Jesse's like...
It sounded just like...
Hold on. Like Jesse just turns around and says, oh, you did? Like, he doesn't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? He says, like, Ellie, I don't want to fucking talk to you right now. Like, literally, that's what he said. Why did he say that? Because he's in the middle of a mother effing war zone against some people he doesn't even know. Like, he's running from the WLF. He's running into this area where there might be infected. He doesn't have time to talk to you, Ellie, in this moment. He'll talk to you when they're out of danger. And that seems like the mature thing to do, like the smart thing to do, like the experienced thing to do. And that's what Jesse did. So from that moment, I just saw a level of experience from Jesse that I haven't seen in Ellie or Dina since they've been in Seattle. I mean, Jesse, in the little bit that he was in there, honestly stole the show for me. It was one of the highlights of this show, one of the highlights of this episode in particular, that I didn't even enjoy all that much, to be honest. And I'm not going to talk anymore about Jesse because, spoiler alert, a lot of people started tripping last week about me saying something about Jesse or whatever. And my fault, I forgot. And if you apologize to me, which some guys did, and I was like, hey, you know what, it's cool, let's move on. But then some people were like, go fuck yourself. So if you're gonna tell me to go fuck myself, how about fuck you too? You know what I mean? Because, like, what are we doing? So we'll leave that for another day. But that's basically how the episode went. Dina gets shot in the leg by a scar with an arrow. Jesse picks her up, takes her to the theater. Ellie drags the scars away. Ellie meets up with Nora, and then she confronts Nora. There was honestly no weight to the whole interaction. I didn't believe anything Nora said. I remember when I was playing the game and she called Joel a little bitch. I wanted to kill her, boy. I wanted to kill her nice and slow. And when we got to the point where we beat her, I was happy and laughing. I'm psychotic or not, whatever you want to call it. I was happy that I was beating that woman to death. But in the show, it was missing something. It didn't carry that same weight. When she said, oh yeah, that little bitch deserved it, I was like, okay, cool. Like, let's just keep it pushing, you know? And then Ellie's acting in it and Nora's acting in it. I just didn't buy it. And then when I see Ellie coming down the hallway, it looked like a little kid with a gun. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and I'm not even trying to, like, I don't care, bro. Like, honestly, I don't care. Okay, I'm telling you guys this. All right, I'm not against Bella Ramsey. I'm not against. No, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just telling you what I see with my eyes. That's it. Is she a good actress? Is she not? I don't care. I don't care about that. All I'm saying is when she walked up to the screen, I was like, that's a little girl with a gun. It just took me out. It just took me out. You know, she ends up beating Nora to death with the little pole. Yeah, I mean, that happened. I don't know. That happened. So it's like, it didn't, I didn't feel much. It didn't carry that much weight. I mean, it was, the episode was fine. Again, some scenes were beautiful, very gruesome in some that I even had to like, I was like, oh wow, that's gruesome. So I mean, they do some things right. Overall, they do some things wrong. It was just an okay episode. It was meh. It was okay. That's all I can give you. I will highlight one last scene. Dina and Ellie talking about Dina's first kill, and Dina basically telling Ellie that no matter what, like, she understands why Ellie would be so mad, and she would want to get revenge for Joel no matter what because of what the WLF did to Joel, what Abby and her crew did to Joel. Like, they tortured him and killed him in a really gruesome way. She's not okay with that, and she had this rage and anger in her that I almost thought, like, where the hell is that from Ellie? You know, like, Ellie's over here playing games, basically. Ellie's head is who knows where. You know, why isn't she like Dina pissed off about it? That was something I forgot to mention, but you know, Dina showed a lot of anger and just wanting revenge, and Ellie's missing that, honestly. Ellie's character is missing that. The urgency, the anger, all of it. And then for her to get angry at the end, I don't know, I didn't really buy it because of how she's been acting throughout the last 2 episodes. So that's basically it, guys. Nothing crazy. You know, episode 5 was okay. I think there's like 2 or 3 episodes left, so I guess we'll see what happens.